baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you for joining me. This is a created franchise on MLB The Show 20 for PlayStation 4. This is a 162 game set schedule. It's game number 132 out of 162 plus. I've played every inning of every game, no skipping innings, no simulating games. Every game is on YouTube in its entirety. So this is number 132. The Bronx Knights have taken the place of the Houston Astros in the American League West. They're 87-44. They have a 15.5 game lead. You can see all this on the screen. They have a 15.5 game lead over the Seattle Mariners in the American League West. It's the end of August, pretty much, and it's time to jump into the schedule and get this season going. So it's a quick 2-game set at home at Classic Yankee Stadium against the LA Dodgers, an interleague game. Lost the first game 12-10. It was a hell of a slugfest. So let's do this. Let's try to get the split instead of getting swept 2 straight. Play game. Okay. Play full game. We are the home team at Classic Yankee Stadium. That looks good. Madison Bumgarner is the starter. Everybody looks, well, Termini. What we'll do, Termini, we'll put Francisco Lindor there. And we'll put that there. That works. So as you can see, second baseman for the Bronx Knights, Chris Ramos, is leading the American League in batting average with 368, and Eli Ramos is leading the pitching with wins with 18. Here are the lineups. If you see watching this on YouTube, please like the video, please subscribe to the channel. So, time for some Major League Baseball as the Los Angeles Dodgers visit the Bronx Knights here at Classic Yankee Stadium. On the mound for the Knights is Madison Bumgarner. This season he has 10 starts. Granted, he's bounced in and out of the bullpen. Overall, he's 10-3 with a 3.99 earned run average. And leading off for the Dodgers is Jimmy Rollins, hitting 280, 16 homers, 55 runs batted in. First pitch of the game from Bumgarner. Just misses, ball 1. Bronx Knights 87-44, first place in the AL West. That's Don Mattingly at first base and Benny Locicero in right field.
First pitch, 110.
And it's a lazy fly ball to center. Long run for Lukelich in center. He races in to make the catch for the first out. Nice play by the center fielder covering ground. So, starting lineup for the Dodgers. Jimmy Rollins is playing shortstop. Dave Parker's in right. Matt Kemp's at center. Eugenio Suarez is at third. Tony Perez is at first. Jason Kendall is the catcher. Jonathan Shoup is at second base. Nick Madrigal is your DH, and Anderson Miller is batting ninth and playing left field. Dave Parker, 311, 16 homers, 63 runs batted in. Steps up with 1 out. And he lines it the other way down the left field line for strike 1. Couldn't get around on that fastball from Madison. Fouls off the cut fastball. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Parker. Out in front of the changeup, and that's out number 2. Struck him out. Here's the replay.
That is third. The center fielder, number 27, Matt Kemp.
So with 2 down, up steps Matt Kemp, the center fielder. He had 3 home runs yesterday. That gives him 40 on the season, 103 runs batted in, hitting 290. Misses, I guess, outside. The home plate umpire squeezing Madison this top of the first. That's a line drive base hit for Matt Kemp. So there's a 2-out base runner for the Dodgers. This inning will continue. Here's the replay.
That is fourth. The third baseman, number 7.
I love this angle.
Eugenio Suarez.
It's a great angle. So next up is Eugenio Suarez, 253, 19 homers, 64 runs batted in. He carries an 8-game hitting streak into this contest. Runner at first and 2 away. Strike one.
0-1.
Suarez is 3 for 16 against Madison Bumgarner in his career. That's a line drive to Francisco Lindor to retire the side. So after half an inning of baseball, it's the Los Angeles Dodgers nothing. The Bronx Knights coming to bat. Pitching for the Dodgers on the mound is Sandy Alcantara. He's 5-11 with a 5.79 earned run average. Alcantara. Leading off is Mighty Max Lukalich, the center fielder, hitting .312, 4 homers, 36 runs batted in. He also has 32 stolen bases. Switch hitter batting from the left side against Alcantara. Fouls off the fastball, strike one. So Max has one shy of the century mark in runs scored. Sure he'll get that out of the way before the month is out. Count is quickly, no balls and 2 strikes on Max. That's a lazy fly ball to left. Over there, he makes the catch for the first out here in the bottom of the first. Starting lineup for the Knights, Max Lukalich is in center, Don Mattingly at first, Chris Ramos at second, Mike O'Rourke in left, Jacob Salazar at short, Benny Locicero in right, Matt Sapsich DH, Francisco Lindor is at third base today, and Roberto Perez is behind the plate batting ninth. Don Mattingly hitting .333, 21 homers, or I believe 22. Now that's a deeper drive, but still left fielder running towards the left center field gap makes the catch, and they are quickly 2 away. Chris Ramos, second baseman. He's hitting .368, 52 homers, 137 RBIs. He is working on that Triple Crown season. Fouls off the first pitch, strike one. He's starting second baseman for the American League's All-Star game. For the All-Star game for the American League. Pitches low, count evens at 2 balls and 1 ball and 1 strike. Fouls off the sinker, count is 1 and 2. So his career high is 54 homers. He's got 52 at the moment. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. He had 5 years ago in his rookie season. He had 54 homers. Count goes full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 away here in the bottom of the first. Base is empty. Comes the payoff pitch. And he misses. So he had him down 0-2 and then walked him with 2 outs. Just didn't want to give in to him. So next up is Michael O'Rourke, the left fielder, .349, 32 homers, 102 RBIs. Carries an 8-game hitting streak. 2 outs, runner at first. Outside, ball 1. Michael O'Rourke, in his rookie season, he's the front runner for the Rookie of the Year here in 2024. Fouls it back. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike on Michael. And he fouls it off. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. That's a line drive. It is a dunk single in there and right. So with 2 outs, there's 2 runners on here in the top of the first. Nice swing from Michael O'Rourke. Dunks it into right center field. Next up is the shortstop, Jacob Salazar. Switch hitter batting from the, I have no idea which side. .329, 16 homers, 86 runs batted in. Batting from the left side against the righty Alcantara. Runner in scoring position is Ramos. But skies high. In comes Eugenio Suarez from third, makes the catch, to retire the side. So they leave 2 runners on. And after an inning of baseball, there is no score here in the Bronx. So we'll go to the top of the second. Up steps Tony Perez. 306, 27 homers, 84 runs batted in.
Tony Perez.
Out in front of the fastball, strike 1. Line drive to the second baseman. Quickly, there is 1 out. Defensive alignment for the Bronx Knights in the outfield from left to right is Mike O'Rourke, Max Lukulich, and Benny Lo Cicero. And in the infield, Francisco Lindor at third, Jacob Salazar, Chris Ramos, Don Mattingly with Roberto Perez behind the plate. Bronx Knights is third in the American League in fielding percentage. So with 1 out, Jason Kendall, the catcher, hitting .317, 7 homers, 51 runs batted in, steps to the plate. In there, strike 1. He has a 10-game hitting streak on the line. That's a deep drive, long run for Michael. And he will chase it down. Makes a turn at second, he's heading to third, and he will make it. It's going to be a 1-out triple for Jason Kendall, his 6th triple of the season, and an 11-game hitting streak. So Jonathan Shoup steps up to the plate. Let's look at the replay. Jonathan Shoup steps up to the plate with a runner at third and less than 2 outs. A chance to drive in that first run of the ball game. Hitting .199, but he does have 17 homers and 53 runs batted in. Fouls it back, strike 1. Curveballs in there, count as quickly, no balls, and 2 strikes on Shoup. Jams him with the cut fastball. Count will stay right where it is at 0-2. Just reaches out and gets a piece of the changeup. Fouls it back upstairs and out of play. Strike 3 called. Throws him on the breaking ball, and there are 2 away. And he doesn't get the runner in. Here's the replay. Typical location. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So next up is Nick Madrigal, 272, 10 homers, 39 runs batted in. Strike 1 at the knees. And it hits him. Hit him on the upper. He looks a little annoyed, but no intent, obviously. Runner at third and 2 outs. So there'll be runners at first and third now here in the top of the second. 2 away. Anderson Miller steps to the plate, hitting .237, 7 homers, 25 runs batted in. No score here in Classic Yankee Stadium in the top of the second inning. And it is a looping. Oh, it drops in there for a base hit over the head of Francisco Lindor. So that score is going to be an RBI single for Anderson Miller. And the score is now 1-0 Dodgers. Just served it off the end of the bat over the head of the third baseman. So the leadoff man is up again for his second plate appearance, Jimmy Rollins. He's 0 for 1. He's got runners at first and second, still 2 out. At the knees, strike 1. Bronx Knights are a created franchise. Swing and a miss at the fastball. Count is quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Created franchise wedged into the American League West Division. It's game number 132. They are 87-44. Good for a 15-game lead in the American League West. Swing and a miss, strike 3. You sweet, sweet man. Game on. Oh, yes. Right back at you, Mr. Outlander. Good to see you. So, unfortunately, the Dodgers score a run, and after an inning and a half, it's 1-0 Dodgers. So leading off the bottom of the second is the right fielder Benny Cicero, 315, 31 homers, 109 runs batted in. Batting from the left side. Pitches outside, ball one from Alcantara. Dodgers are in last place in the NL West in this fictional universe. 2 balls and no strikes. Checks his swing, count is 3 balls, no strikes. Does he have the green light? I highly doubt it. My hands are off the controller. Good ERA. Let's see. Depends on the era of baseball. Long line drive, curving foul into the seats. Full count here in starting off the top of the second. I'd say anything under a 4.
That's out.
So he walks the leadoff man. Runner at first here in the bottom of the second. So his team gets him a run, and in the next half inning, the first thing he does is walk the first man he sees. That will give acid indigestion to your manager. So next up is Matthew Saps, 292, 28 homers, 88 runs batted in. Designated hitter today. It plays all throughout the infield. Natural position is a second baseman, but plays a little third, a little short. If your ERA is under 3, it's a really good ERA. Outside, ball one. 1.51, that's a good ERA. 1.51 is a Cy Young Award ERA. 2 balls and no strikes. So he's thrown 6 straight balls coming out of the bullpen. And again, 2 hitters in a row. He's thrown 3-0 counts. Will he have the green light? I highly doubt it. My hands are not on the controller. I don't swing on 3-0. Inside corner with the sinking fastball. Hitters count 3 balls and 1 strike. Now the shackles are off. Let's see what happens. Fouls off the 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Count goes full again. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Will the runner be off? I highly doubt it. I wouldn't. So he walks the first 2 men here to start off the second. He's just giving himself trouble. 2 men on, nobody out for Francisco Lindor, switch hitter, batting .333 in part-time play. He has 6 home runs on the season. He's giving a day off to Matt Termini at third base. Outside, ball 1. Benny Cicero at second, Matthew Saps at first. Francisco Lindor at the plate. Pitches low, count is 2 balls and no strikes. His 7.68 is not an ERA to be proud of. But swing and a miss. It's 2-0 fastball. Chase the pitch. It's 2-1. No advance. Count is 3-1. Hitters count. Alcantara is just creating a big mess for himself here in this ballgame. Fouls off the sinker. Count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Lindor has power and speed. Down the first base line, it goes foul. The count will remain 3-2. Full count, payoff pitch. And he just gets a piece of the changeup to stay alive. And that's a deep drive the other way. At the track, looking up. Oh, he crashes into the wall, but makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Cicero tags and goes to third. Defensive alignment for the Dodgers in the outfield is Anderson Miller in left, Matt Kemp in center, Dave Parker in right, and in the infield from left to right, Suarez, Rollins, Shoup, Perez with Jason Kendall behind the plate. That is the defense for the Dodgers. So with one out, Roberto Perez steps up. Runners at first and third here in the second. Deep drive. This will probably be a sacrifice fly. The runner takes off from third. Strong throw by Parker. Not in time, so it's a sac fly and an RBI by Roberto Perez, and this ball game is tied at 1.
Number 38.
So with 2 away, runner at first, the leadoff man, Max Lukulich, steps up for his second plate appearance. He is 0 for 1. The runner's going in there for strike 1. Throw down is not in time. So there'll be a runner in scoring position now for Lukulich with 2 away. Count is 0-1. And he pops him up on the left side. This should end the inning, and it does. So after 2.5 innings of baseball, the score is knotted at 1 here at Classic Yankee Stadium. Oh, I'm sorry, check that. After 2 innings complete. Not 2.5. End of 2. So we go to the top of the third. Up steps Dave Parker, who's 0 for 1. Bumgarner sets and delivers. That's a deep drive. Lukulich back to the track, the wall, looking up. That's gone. And just like that, it's a 2-1 lead on Parker's 17th home run of the season. And they give themselves an advantage here in the top of the third. They won the first game of this quick 2-game interleague series at Yankee Stadium 12-10 yesterday. And now they have a 2-1 lead here in the third. My God. No chance, obviously, in the bleacher creature section, Classic Yankee Stadium. So Matt Kemp, the center fielder, a single in the first. He's got 40 homers here in late August. Steps in. And that's a deep drive. He's got a chance. Back to the track, the wall, looking up. It's gone. Back-to-back homers from the Dodgers. Kemp's 41st home run of the season. And it's a 3-1 ball game here in the Bronx. My goodness. They are flexing their muscles. Let's look at the replay. Oof. 422 projected. So, manager, mound visit, slow him down, talk to him. Eugenio Suarez lined out in the first. He's 0 for 1. So let's try this again and not get crushed. Well, this one is to center, but playable this time for Lukulich, and that's the first out.
Now batting.
Tony Perez lined out in the second inning. He's 0 for 1. Just misses with the cut fastball. Count is 1 ball and no strikes on Tony. Just gets a piece of the changeup. Count evens 1 ball, 1 strike. Beautiful Classic Yankee Stadium, which was torn down in 2008 to make way for a new stadium across the street. And he's late on the fastball. Count is 1-2. And that's a deep drive. Back goes O'Rourke at the track, the wall, looking up. It's gone. Back to back to back home runs for the Los Angeles Dodgers. That's number 28 for Perez. And the score is 4-1. I'm going to have to get somebody up in a bullpen. This is not going well today. Oof. Right over the 318 sign. So let's go to the manager's office in the bullpen. And let's get Carlos Estevez and Caleb Smith warming up. Next up is Jason Kendall, who hit a triple today in his first at-bat. In there, strike 1. Breaking ball. Count is 0-2. Just misses on the outside corner. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Inside off the plate, count evens, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Still only 1 out here in the top of the third. 3 runs across. It's a 4-1 lead for the Dodgers. And that's a deep drive. On his horse is O'Rourke, but he will not get there. 1 hop to the fence. And by the time he gets that ball back into the infield, it's going to be a runner in scoring position at second. Double, Jason Kendall's 31st double of the season. And Madison Bumgarner is just getting hit all over the place. I think he's going to get the early hook. So, manager, bullpen. We're going to go and get Carlos Estevez. So Don Mattingly, the 50-year-old version, is the manager of the Bronx Knights, calls for the right-hander. And in relief comes Carlos Estevez, making his 32nd appearance out of the bullpen. He's 2-1 with a 2.90 earned run average. Runner at second, 1 away here for Shoop. Shoop's 0 for 1. Slow roller to the mound. He bounces off. Strong throw in time. 2 away. Runner goes to third.
Now batter, designated hitter.
So the DH, Nick Madrigal. No official at bat because he was hit by a pitch in the second inning. And it's the lazy pop-up. Ramos, the second baseman, is there. He makes the catch. The side is finally, mercifully retired. But there were 3 back-to-back-to-back solo home runs. And after 2.5 now, it's Los Angeles Dodgers 4, Bronx Knights 1. Ugh. So we go to the bottom of the third. Up steps first baseman Don Mattingly. He's hitting .332 on the season. 0 for 1. And that's got a chance. But unfortunately, it dies on the warning track. Dave Parker, 1 pitch, 1 away. Must have got it off the end of the bat. Bronx Knights schedule coming up this week. Day off tomorrow, then 3-4 against the Red Sox at home. And then they go to the Athletics. I'm sure the Outlander, who's an Oakland Athletics fan, is going to enjoy that. So with 1 away here in the bottom of the third, Chris Ramos steps up to the plate. Walked in the first. Switch hitter batting from the left side. Outside, ball 1. So he was the American League home run champion in his rookie season, 2021. Hit 54 homers 5 years ago. High, ball 2. 2-0. He has 52 homers in this campaign. High strike, but according to the home plate umpire, it's a strike, so it's counted as 2-1. Ground ball to the shortstop. Rollins throws in time, 2 away. So the left fielder Michael O'Rourke has a single in the first. Averages up to 350 on the season. Late on the fastball, 97 on the radar gun, strike 1. So the Bronx Knights are 87 wins and 44 losses here in late August. Pretty soon they'll clinch the division, the American League West. Count it's even at 1-1. High strike, but a strike. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on O'Rourke. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 1-2-3 inning for Alcantara. He's got a 3-run advantage here at the end of 3. Dodgers lead 4-1. So we go to the top of the 4th. Up steps Anderson Miller, who has an RBI single today.
The left fielder, number 5.
Estevez is still out there at the knees, strike 1. Strike 2, count is 0-2 on Miller. That's a line drive. Nice. Barely had to move. There is Lo Cicero to make the catch. Madison Bumgarner, 2 1/3 innings, 7 hits, 4 earned runs. Not a good start, obviously. You playing just one time? No, I'm playing 2 actually. This is the first of 2. It's Saturday night. I might as well knock out 2. Jimmy Rollins steps up with 1 away here in the top of the 4th. Inside corner, strike 1. Jimmy had a home run in yesterday's offensive explosion. The score to yesterday's game was 12-10. So the pitch is high. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Count is 1-2. So in yesterday's game, the Bronx Knights had a 6-2 lead on the Dodgers, and then they came back to take a 10-6 advantage. They ended up winning 12-10. So it was a mess. Fouled off. Count 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Dodgers lead 4-1. Count goes full, 3-2. Dave Parker on deck. We are going to record our Madden season, so we'll be lurk. Good for you. Record that Madden season. Down and low, it's ball 4, and there is a base runner on, free pass for Jimmy Rollins. So, next up is Dave Parker, who's 1 for 2 with a solo homer in the 3rd. The first of 3, if I'm not mistaken. Misses inside off the plate, ball 1. And he looks like he wanted that strike, but didn't get it. Swing and a miss at the slider inside. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss. And they just stole that on the pitcher. The pitcher and the catcher fell asleep. So Rollins is in scoring position now with 1 away. Count is 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and there's 2 away. Just blew him away with the heat. Yeah, we lost the last 2 games, and I made a trade at the QB. Nice. You're the Denver Broncos with Carson Wentz, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. So anyway, next up is Matt Kemp. Matt Kemp had 3 home runs yesterday, including an inside the park home run. He has a home run today, so he's had 4 homers in 1.5 games. He's 2 for 2. So Matt Kemp has been a night killer in this short 2-game series at Classic Yankee Stadium. Wow, called it a strike. It counted as 0-2. If I was Kemp, I'd be furious. So, swing and a miss, strike 3, side is retired. So, after 3.5, still a 3-run ball game. Dodgers lead 4-1. So we go to the bottom of the 4th. Up steps the shortstop, Jacob Salazar. So 4. Outside, ball 1. Jacob's hitting .329 on the season. Outside corner. Count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Alcantara is changing speeds. He's hitting corners. 1 hopper to Rollins. Throws to first in time. 1 away. Doing what he needs to do to get the win.
Now that's number 37.
So next up is Benny Lo Cicero, the right fielder. Walked in the 2nd. Steps up with 1 away. And that's a lazy fly ball to center. Kemp is there. 2 away.
Now batting.
Matt Saps. Walk. No official at bat. And that's a line drive base hit to left. So Miller tosses it in, holds him to a single. So 2-out single keeps this half inning going.
Now batting, third
Next up is Francisco Lindor. 0 for 1 with fly out in the second inning. And he's going. Pitches outside. Throwdown is not in time. So it's a stolen base from Matt Saps. I believe that's Matt Saps' second steal today. Not 100% sure, but I think it's his second stolen base. So runner in scoring position with 2 outs for Lindor. In the dirt block nicely. Really nice job, no advancing the bases. Good job from Jason Kendall. Count is 2 balls and no strikes. And just gets a piece of the sinker, 2-1. In case you're wondering, the difficulty level for hitting and pitching on this franchise is on All-Star. And it's a shallow fly ball to center field. There is Kemp. And the side is retired. So we have completed 4. At the end of 4, it's 4-1. Dodgers lead. So the hitting and the pitching are both on All-Star for every single game. I've left it there. There are other people that are better than me, but you know what? I'm having a good time. It's all about having a good time as well as challenging yourself. So leading off the top of the 5th is Eugenio Suarez, who's 0 for 2. Flied out, he lined out. Estevez is still out there pitching. Misses with the fastball, triple digits on the radar gun, 100 miles an hour. Ball 1. And Suarez can't get around on it. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Just gets a piece of the changeup. Count is 1-2. And they hits against the shift. They had him to pull. And had they not had the shift on, Ramos would have been in his normal second base position and would have had an easy out at first. But let's look at the replay. Now, they don't show the replay. 3 fielders were on the left side of the infield. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. Let's see. Mattingly is there. He makes the catch for the first out. Can I please be a mod? I don't really, honestly, ZK Gaming, thank you for being here. Much appreciated. I don't know what being a mod is. Sorry for being such a rube. You know, I'm a little bit of a newbie, a square. Don't know what a mod is. If you can explain it, maybe there's a possibility. So, 1 out here in the top of the 5th, 4-1 lead for the Dodgers. Up steps Jason Kendall, who has a triple today. And that's a line drive base hit to center. And he slips in the outfield, and there'll be now runners at 2nd and 3rd instead of 1st and 3rd. That's Kendall's 32nd double of the season. And Estevez is in trouble. Once he saw he went in the wrong direction, Kendall just did not hesitate. So we're going to go to the bullpen. Make sure Caleb Smith is warming up. We'll also want, now my right-handers are all tired. Urgh. All right, gonna have to stick it with Kendall for a little while. 1 out, runners at 2nd and 3rd. Jonathan Shoup is up. He's 0 for 2. Ground ball, base hit past Salazar. It is an RBI single for Shoup, and the score is now 5-1 Dodgers. Well, he came in, asked if he could be a mod. And I didn't say no, I just said I didn't know what it was. And obviously he went from 2-1, so he probably jumped out of the room. If he comes back, I'd be more than happy to consider it. Yes, we had Carson Wentz, now we have Jared Goff. Okay, well, good luck with Jared. They went to Jared. Outside corner, strike 1. Count is 0-1. So 1st and 3rd, only 1 out. Nick Madrigal is up. He's 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch in the 3rd inning. This is a big part of the game right now. This game could get out of reach really easy. Breaking ball at the knees, count is 0-2. Madrigal is hitting under 200 with runners in scoring position, so maybe a chance for Carlos to get out of this jam. Strike 3 called. He doesn't believe it. He's still waiting for the next pitch. Look at him. So with 2 away, he does not get the runner home from 3rd, so that's a bright spot. It's too close to take. I understand he's a short guy, but that pitch is too close to take. You got to foul it off. So next up is Anderson Miller, RBI single today. He's 1 for 2. Runners at first and third and 2 away. Swing and a miss, strike one. This is the last batter he will face, no matter what happens. Out in front of the slider, count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Ahmad is someone who can help you with the stream, help with Nightbot. I don't know what a Nightbot is. I got to do some research, man. I am such a novice in this streaming game. But no, I'm not interested in somebody being like, oh, come on, guys. That's an RBI single for Anderson Miller. That's his second RBI single of the game. And it's a 5-run advantage for the Dodgers. The score is 6-1 with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. That was a good pitch. Just took it inside, outed it the other way. Anyway, Ahmad is someone who can help you with the stream. Honestly, I don't need help with the stream. I'm having a great time. Even when I lose 6-1, I'm having a great time. So, Jimmy Rollins is a switch hitter. He's 0 for 2. He did walk. He has a stolen base, but I think that's going to be all for Carlos Estevez. Caleb Smith is going to come in relief. So Caleb, 39th appearance, is 4-1 with a 2.36 earned run average. He's been very effective this season. He needs to get this final out here in the top of the 5th so they can get back to the hitting. Just misses. Low, I think. Ball 1. And he's late on the 2-seam fastball. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Lazy fly ball to short, left center field. Lukulich is there, makes the catch to finally retire the side. But they score 2 runs. And after 4.5 innings of baseball, it's Los Angeles 6, Bronx 1. That's my son, not me. Oh, so your son was basically... Oh, your son was the gamer? The Z something gamer? Well, anyway. No, isn't your son like 2 years old? Well, anyway. It is the bottom of the 5th. Roberto Perez steps up. He has a sac fly in the 2nd inning. He's responsible for the only run of the game for the Bronx Knights. Caleb. Oh, Caleb is your son's name. It's so confusing because this layout cuts off the thing. It said, I thought it was me on the bottom instead of name cut in half. How funny. Count is 2 balls and no strikes. And he pulls the sinker foul. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike. I'm going to win this game, by the way. Late on the slider, count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's a ground ball up the middle, fielded by Rollins. Throws to first, 1 away. Made it look easier than it actually was. Ranged far to his left, but he knew he had a catcher running, so he had plenty of time. So the leadoff man, Max Lukulich, steps in for his 3rd plate appearance. He's 0 for 2 today. Pitches outside, ball 1. Down and in, count is 2 balls and no strikes. So Alcantara has been wild today, but we let him get away with it. So bloop base hit over to the second baseman's head. So with 1 away, Max Lukulich is now 1 for 3. It's got to start somewhere. So next up is Don Mattingly, flied out twice today. 22 homers, 91 runs batted in here in. And that is a possible double. No, it's in there for a single. Check that. But it's quickly runners at first and second with only 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. So they're threatening. 11-game hitting streak for Mattingly. Here's the replay. Let's do this. Chris Ramos leads the American League with runs batted in at 137. Takes first pitch inside, ball 1. He needs to do something big to get them back into this game. And that could be it. It is high. It is far. Looking up. Gonzo, that is home run number 53, a 3-run shot from Chris Ramos, and the score is suddenly 6-4 Dodgers. beast. Home run number 53 on the season. RBIs number 138, 139, and 140 for the second baseman. And it is a 2-run lead for the Brooklyn Dodgers. Brooklyn Dodgers, I called them. I call them the Brooklyn Dodgers. Los Angeles Dodgers. Here's the replay. Next up is Michael O'Rourke. 1 for 2 with a single. Yanks it down the first baseline. Strike one. Pitch is low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Lefty and a righty warming up in the Dodgers bullpen. Eric Swanson and Keegan Aiken getting loose. 2 balls and 1 strike.
2-1.
Yanks it, but caught by Tony Perez, and there's 2 away. Hit it hard, but you can't steer the ball. Sometimes you just get unlucky. Jacob Salazar's 0 for 2. 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th. And it's a lazy fly ball to center. Kemp is there, and the side is retired. But they score 3 on the 3-run homer by Chris Ramos, the odds-on favorite for the American League's most valuable player this year. And at the end of 5, it's a 2-run lead for the Los Angeles Dodgers. They lead 6-4. So we go to the top of the 6th. Up steps Tony Parker. Caleb Smith is still out there pitching. Lefty versus lefty. That's a line drive. Back goes Lo Cicero, reaching up, makes a nice running catch for the first out. 1 pitch, 1 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Matt.
Let's look at this replay. I thought for a second it would go over his head. Nice catch by Lo Cicero. Okay. So next up is the very dangerous Tony Perez. This was a line drive shot to center field in the first. The 4th home run in 2 games. Caleb sets and delivers. It's 2 for 3 today. Out in front of the fastball, surprisingly. Strike 1. And he grounds it against the shift and gets a base hit from at the vacated second base position. Again, took advantage of the fact that they expected him to pull and hits it the other way. Come on, show where they hit it. They had 3 fielders on the left side and only Mattingly on the right side. So he'd runner at first and 1 away for Eugenio Suarez. 1 for 3 with a single. Misses outside ball 1. Floats in there. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. 6-4 ball game. Runner at first. 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Checks his swing, but called strike 2. I don't know if it was if he said he swung or if it looked a little low. I don't know, but 1-2 count on Suarez, and he pulls it high, but curving into the seats, out of play. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and there's 2 away here in the top of the 6th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Tony Perez.
Next up is Tony Perez, still a runner at first. Tony's 1 for 3 with a solo homer today. Pitch is low, 1-1. Mattingly, the manager. Strong throw from Perez, but not in time, so it's a stolen base for Matt Kemp. Basically just caught everybody sleeping, to be completely honest. So a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Manager's office, bullpen. A lot of righties. My right-handers are all worn out. Gotta stretch it. Gotta stretch it. Line drive to center. Lukelich is there to retire the side. So, after 5.5, it's a 6-4 advantage for the Dodgers. We go to the bottom of the 6th. In relief comes Keegan Aiken. 51st appearance out of the bullpen for the Dodgers, 2-4 with a 5.21 earned run average. And leading off is Benny Cicero. He's 3 for 5 with a homer in the series, but he only has a walk today. He's 0 for 1 today.
Number 37.
Outside, ball 1. Benny has 109 runs batted in. It's good for second place on the team, behind Chris Ramos. Low and inside, but a strike. 2 right-handers warming up in the bullpen for the Dodgers. They'll even count as even at 1-1. Yanks it foul down the first baseline. 1-2 is the count. Strike 3, checked it, but it's in there, so there's 1 away. Aiken throws him a nasty breaking ball.
Now batting, number 31.
Oof. So Matt Saps is up. Matt is 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. Grounds it to the shortstop. Rollins throws across in time, 2 away. So with 2 outs, Francisco Lindor steps up. He's a switch hitter now, batting from the right side against the lefty Aiken. Pitch is low, ball 1. Just gets a piece of the 2-seam fastball. The count is now quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Lindor. 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th. 6-4 ball game. Outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Low, 2-2. And that's a pop-up on the left side, straddling the line. Suarez, in fair territory, makes the catch to retire the side. So 1-2-3 inning for Aiken. And after 6 innings of play, it's a 6-4 lead for the Dodgers. So we go to the top of the 7th. Up steps Jason Kendall. He's 3 for 3. He's got a triple and 2 doubles. Swing and a miss at the fastball, strike 1. I need to go, I guess I'm going to have to warm up Jesse Biddle, because I'm just trying to stay away from my right-handers. See how far I can stretch these 2 guys. Fouls off. Pitch, count is 0-2. Grounds to the shortstop Salazar. Long throw in time, 1 away. Next up is Jonathan Shoup. He has an RBI single. He's 1 for 3. It's the average at an even 200, right at the Mendoza line. Swing and a miss at the fastball, strike 1. Strike 2. Smith looks sharp. Hope I didn't jinx him. Just gets a piece of the slider. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. And that's a deep drive to center. Back goes Lukelich at the track. Back to the wall. He makes the catch for the 2nd out. Gave that one a ride, but just not quite far enough. So, with 2 outs here in the 7th, Nick Madrigal is 0 for 2. Hit by a pitch in the 5th inning. Steps in. Pulls it foul. Strike 1. Pitch is low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Slider hits the corner, count as 1 ball and 2 strikes. Grounds it, deep in the hole is short. Salazar throws across, not in time. It's an infield single for Madrigal. So with 2 outs, the inning continues for the Dodgers. Next up is Anderson Miller. It's 2 for 3, 2 singles, 2 runs batted in. This is probably the last batter Caleb Smith will face. Just misses inside, ball 1. Swing and a miss at the 2-seam fastball. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Misses with the slider, 2-1. He's safe at second. He is safe. Caught the catcher sleeping. So with 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the 7th, runner in scoring position. Here's the pitch to Anderson Miller. Slices it the other way, but easy play for O'Rourke to retire the side. So get up and stretch, ladies and gentlemen. Time for the 7th inning stretch. The Los Angeles Dodgers are leading 6-4 here at Classic Yankee Stadium. So we go to the bottom of the 7th. Up steps Roberto Perez, who was 0 for 1 today, leading off for the Bronx Knights. They're trailing 6-4. Skies it to right. Long run for Dave Parker, but in the corner, he makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 away.
Now batting, number 38.
Max Lukulich, switch hitter, now batting from the left side. No, check that. The right side against the lefty Aiken. Steps in. He is 1 for 3. Pitch is low, ball 1. Needs to get on. He knows that. Bloop and a blast, as they say. Slow roller to the second baseman. Fields, fires, got him. 2 away. Well, if you need to get on, that's not how to do it. So with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th, up steps the first baseman, Don Mattingly. He's 1 for 3 with a single today. Lefty versus lefty. Speaking of lefties, 2 left-handers are warming in the Dodgers bullpen. And he swings at the first pitch and pops it up. Jonathan Shoup on the outfield grass makes the catch. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Aiken. And at the end of 7, it's the Dodgers 6, the Bronx Knights 4. So we go to the top of the 8th, and the manager is going to go to the bullpen and bring in Jesse Biddle to pitch the 8th. 48 games, 2-2, 1.46 earned run average. He has 66 strikeouts and just over 55 innings pitched. He's facing Jimmy Rollins, who's 0 for 3 today. Pitch is low, ball 1. Attendance 45,606 at Classic Yankee Stadium. That is not a sellout. Sellout was something like 52,000 or 53,000. Pitch is high, count is 2 balls and no strikes on Rollins. 3-0 count to the first man he faces. Does he have the green light? No, he does not. Count is 3 balls and 1 strike. And he calls it a ball. Biddle wanted that one. So he walks the first man he sees and gives the manager agita. It's already a 2-run deficit. Can't let any more cross the plate. Dave Parker solo homer in the 3rd. He's 1 for 4. Runner at first and nobody out. High strike, but strike nonetheless. Count is 0-1. Just misses the corner. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Getting squeezed. Quick throw to first, just to keep it close. Too many stolen bases from the Dodgers this game. Swing and a miss at the 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. And that's a deep drive to left. Check that, right. To the track, the wall, looking up. He makes the catch on the warning track with his back to the wall, and that's the first out of the inning. My goodness. Starter comparison, as you can see, neither one of them pitched all that well, but this game stays the way it is. Sandy Alcantara will get the win. Madison did a terrible job. So, the very dangerous Matt Kemp, 3 for 4 with a homer today, steps up. Runner at first and 1 away. And that is gone. It's an 8-4 advantage for the Dodgers. That's his 5th home run in this 2-game set. Home run number 42 on the season. And like I said, it is a 4-run lead for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Ugh. When you play 162 games and you don't skip any games and you don't skip any innings, sometimes you'll have games like this. Not giving up, though. Not giving up. Eugenio Suarez is 1 for 4. 1 out here in the 8th. Manager, mound visit. Talk it out. Eugenio Suarez is 1 for 4. Relax. Take it easy. In there, strike 1. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Two balls and 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Strike 3. There's 2 away. So that conversation at the mound obviously did something to boost his confidence. Tony Perez, 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. He's 1 for 4 with a solo homer. Late on the fastball, strike 1. Breaking ball in there, strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, side retired. But they scored 2 more on the 2-run homer by Matt Kemp. And after 8 innings of, well, check that, 7.5 innings of play, it's the Dodgers 8, the Knights 4. So we will go to the bottom of the 8th. Chris Ramos steps up. He had a 3-run homer in the 5th inning. Switch hitter now batting from the right side against the lefty Aiken. Pulls the fastball, foul, strike 1. So, as much as he'd like to hit a 600-foot home run, he knows that the Knights need base runners. Pit count is 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 right-handers warming in the Dodgers bullpen. And he yanks it into the seats down the third base line. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Ramos. 2-2.
2-2.
Inside, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Michael O'Rourke is on deck. And that's a rocket. Over his head, 1 hop to the fence, makes the turn at first, heading to second. It'll be a leadoff double for Chris Ramos. That ball just took off. That's double number 29 on the season for Ramos. 2nd hit of the ball game. Oof. Tried to make a leaping catch. Anderson, Miller. So Chris Ramos, check that. Michael O'Rourke is up. He's 1 for 3 with a single. Fouls off the 2-seam fastball, strike 1. Ramos leads off second. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th.
No, that's down.
1 ball and 1 strike. Line drive, 1 hop to the shortstop. Easy play at first. Look the runner back to second. There's 1 away. Nice play by Rollins.
The batter, number 3, shortstop.
So next up is Jacob Salazar. He's 0 for 3.
Salazar.
Batting from the right side. Pitch is outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Jacob's hitting 371 with runners in scoring position. 50 points higher than his. And that's a line drive to center, but easy play for Kemp, who makes the running catch for out number 2. Runner stays at second. Benny Cicero's 0 for 2 today officially. He does have a walk and a run scored. Runner in scoring position at second. Low ball 1. 2 balls and no strikes.
Oh, that's low.
3-0. Will he have the green light on 3-0? Runner leads off second. Right down the middle. Strike 1. Hitters count. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 away. Here in the bottom of the 8th. Here's the pitch. That's a deep drive, but playable for Kemp in right center field. He makes the catch to retire the side. So we go to the top of the 9th. Dodgers lead 8-4. Stepping up to the plate is Jason Kendall, who's 3 for 4 today. His average is at 321. Biddle is still out there. Line drive, base hit to center. So the leadoff man is on for the Dodgers. Here's the replay. Next up is Jonathan Shoup. His RBI single today is 1 for 4. Pitch is outside, ball 1. Misses, 2 balls and no strikes.
2 balls, no strikes.
Quick throw to first. He's back.
Nope.
3 balls and no strikes. So gives up a leadoff single on the first pitch of the inning. Now 3-0 on Shoup. In there, strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike on Jonathan. Fouls off the slider. Count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Shoup. Swing and a miss, and there's 1 away. So he was down 3-0 to Shoup. Comes back to strike him out for the first out here in the top of the 9th. It's an 8-4 advantage for the Dodgers. Bronx Knights down by 4. Next up is Madrigal. 1 for 3 with a single. At the knees, strike 1. Breaking ball in there. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Madrigal. Runner leads off first. And that's a line drive. He runs to his left, makes a nice running catch. Center fielder Max Lukulich. Beautiful play. There's 2 away here in the top of the 9th.
Now batting, left fielder, Anderson.
So, the number 9 hitter, Anderson Miller. 2 singles, 2 runs batted in today. He's 2 for 4. He's a runner at first. And he's going. Throw from his knees, not in time. They have been stealing bases all day on Roberto Perez. And actually, that was on the pitcher. Pitcher fell asleep. So runner in scoring position now with 2 away. It's already a 4-run lead going into the bottom of the 9th. It's going to be a 6-0 lead, ladies and gentlemen. That's a 2-run home run for Anderson Miller. Home run number 8 on the season. And the score is now 10-6. 4. Ugh. The crowd is shocked in silence. Look at the replay. Oh my God, what a game. Game to forget. I got a lot of work to do in the bottom of the 9th. So, 2 outs in the 9th. Jesse Biddle's getting tired. First pitch to Jimmy Rollins. High, but called a strike by the home plate umpire. Oh, it's 0 for 3 as a walk in the 8th. Pulls it foul. Count is quickly. No balls and 2 strikes on Jimmy. Checks his swing.
Did he go?
He did not, according to first base umpire. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Grounds it up the first base line. It goes foul. Count will stay right where it is. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 9th. It's a 6-run lead for the Dodgers. Ground ball slides past the diving attempt by Salazar at short, and the inning will continue. Let's look at this replay. Salazar gave his body, but could not get the glove on it to knock it down. So Dave Parker steps up. 1 for 5, solo home run in the 3rd. In there, strike 1. Pitching coach saw something, wants to go out for a mound visit to have a conversation with him. Calm him down a little bit. Just get this last guy out. We can all go to dinner in like a half hour. Count is quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Strike 3 called outside corner. But they do get 2 more runs on the home run by Anderson Miller. We go to the bottom of the 9th. The Dodgers are looking for a 2-game sweep over the Bronx Knights. They need 6 to tie. Oof. So, Matthew Saps, the designated hitter, steps up. He's 1 for 2 with a single. And he knows that we need base runners. So, let's show a little patience, guys. Outside ball 1. Called it a strike. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. That's a deep drive in the gap. Back to the track, the wall, 1 hop to the fence. It will be a stand-up double for Matthew Saps to lead off the bottom of the 9th here for the Bronx Knights. Double number 25 for Saps. See the replay. No chance for Matt Kemp in center to track it. So next up is Francisco Lindor, 0 for 3 today. Grounds it, 3rd, long throw, in time, 1 away. Runner at 2nd stays right where he is. So there's 1 out here in the bottom of the 9th. Next up is Roberto Perez. We're going to pinch hit for him. Substitution, Roberto Perez. Who should I put up? Feeling Margot. Let's go Margot. Manuel Margot pinch hitting for Roberto Perez. He is hitting .356 on the season. 2 homers, 18 RBIs. Grounded to the right side. Nice play by Shoop. And there's 2 away, and the Bronx Knights are down to their final out of the game.
Number 38.
Got to show that replay, guys. Come on. That was a great play. Well, Max Lukulich represents the final out of the game. He's 1 for 4. Switch hitter batting from the right side. Fouls it upstairs. Strike 1. And he yanks it down the line. It's got a chance, but it curves just foul. Count is quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Max Lukulich is... The Bronx Knights are down to their final strike. Inside off the plate, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runner on 3rd, 2 away. Count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Grounds it to the third baseman. Suarez throws across in time. Inning over. Ball game over. LA Dodgers win 10-4, and they sweep this 2-game set here at Yankee Stadium. The Bronx Knights are 87-45 on the season. They have a commanding lead in the American League West division. Nobody likes to get swept, even if it is a 2-game set. Let's do this the right way. We'll go to the scorecard. So, Los Angeles Dodgers, 10 runs, 17 hits, no errors. Bronx Knights, 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Sandy Alcantara gets the win. Madison Bumgarner gets the loss. Keenan Aiken gets the save. And Matt Kemp was not only your player of the game, he was the player of the series. He had 2 home runs today. He had 3 home runs yesterday. 5 home runs in a 2-game series. Matt Kemp is the player of the game. And that was a broadcast of Bronx Knights baseball. I am RC Robbin. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Much appreciated. It is my intention to play every inning of every game of a 162-game schedule of this created franchise in MLB The Show 20. No skipping innings, no simulating games. Even when they have horrible games like this, I'm playing them. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you're interested in watching another game tonight, this Saturday evening, I'm going to take a little half-hour break, and I will be back on again for the next game in the schedule, game number 133. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great night.